Hello, I'm Sara Beth Fulford-Rhodes, your elected clerk of Superior Court of Pitt County, and I'm here to share a little information about what's going on at the Pitt County Courthouse. It's late summer, and I want to tell you what you can expect hopefully through August and into the early fall. First of all, I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're staying safe in this pandemic. I hope you're employing the 3 W's. That is wearing your mask, when you're out in public, washing your hands or sanitizing them using hand sanitizer if you can't wash them with soap and water, and waiting or staying 6 feet away from people when it's possible. So continue to employ those things as we go into the late summer because we're still having cases with COVID, as you know. So what's going on in the courthouse? The courthouse is open 8 to 5. The courthouse offices, including the clerk's office, are open 8 to 5. We have not had limited hours, as have some courthouses across the state. Most courts are being held, although they're being held in a different way. We're having fewer cases at any given time. We're not having jury trials right now, and I do not expect to have jury trials in August per the Chief Justice, although we may need to bring in a jury for some other things in late summer or early fall. So if you have, say, a case on a calendar for a traffic ticket or something like that, you may want to check your mail, or you may want to call the clerk's office just before your court date, because sometimes things change. Often a couple weeks before a court date, especially in criminal, our staff will look at the numbers, and we have guidelines given to us by our judges, and we will be required to perhaps continue a case to another date, or maybe we may have to put it on an afternoon session. So you may be expected to be at court, you think, at 9 a.m., and you could possibly get a letter telling you to be there the same day, but at 2 p.m. If you've changed your address, we may not know about that, so you might need to call us and make us aware. If you have an attorney, always check with your attorney. One thing the courts, both district and superior, are doing with attorney cases are scheduling times for attorneys to come in and handle their cases. So if you do have an attorney, check with your attorney and go by what that attorney tells you. If you don't have an attorney and you have a criminal type case, or even a civil case, you certainly can call our clerk's office. The number is on your screen, but it's 252-695-7100, and you can press the button for the appropriate division: criminal for traffic tickets, misdemeanors, civil court if it's domestic, child support, or something like that, and our staff will be happy to help you. You also can go online to nccourts.gov and find a link to calendars, and they're usually posted about 2 weeks before a court date, although the Chief Justice has given us a little leadway in the pandemic, so it may be posted a little shorter time, like maybe a week before. But those are things you can do. If you haven't heard from us, don't get a letter in the mail, or especially you've moved or don't have an attorney, feel free to call and we'll let you know what the information is as of the time you call, and also you can go online. And if you do get a letter, pay careful attention, because it may be the same court day, but we may have moved you to a 2 p.m. slot as we're trying to reduce the numbers in the courthouse at any time. So that's something to pay attention to if you do have cases up ahead. If you come to the Pitt County Courthouse or any courthouse across the state, you are now required to wear a mask or a face covering. Chief Justice Cherie Beasley in early July mandated mask wearing in the courthouse, in public areas, and in the courtrooms for all persons in the courthouse, which includes staff as well as the public. So please bring a mask or face covering with you to the Pitt County Courthouse. We were actually doing this a little earlier in July after the governor's order, when Judge Marvin Blunt, our senior resident, did a similar order. So even in the clerk's office, you'll see that our staff is wearing masks when we're not at our workstation. or when we're at our workstation and maybe the workstation is the front counter and the public comes in, even though we have sneeze guards, we will put on our masks to help serve you, but also to help protect you and to protect our staff. So that's one thing. If you have a friend or family member that's coming to the courthouse for court, or they need to go to the Register of Deeds, or they need to go someplace else in the courthouse, the clerk's office, then please let them know that there is now a mask requirement. The Chief Justice has had a series of emergency orders that came out in May, and she can extend them every 30 days. And in the last part of July, she has extended most of her emergency directives. And one of them is that you please not come to the courthouse if you don't have courthouse business. If you have a friend that has a case, if you're not a pertinent witness or under subpoena, we're asking that people with cases just come unless they are told to bring somebody or their attorney requires somebody to be subpoenaed to testify, because we want to limit the number of people who come in and out of the courthouse. So the Chief Justice has asked everyone, including attorneys, to only come to the courthouse if you have official business. And that's been her directive since March, and it has been continued now in late July and will go through August, and I would expect that it be continued even beyond that. So just keep that in mind. So one thing you can do maybe to avoid coming to the courthouse, even if you need something, is to call the clerk's office first. And again, the number is on our screen, 252-695-7100. You can press a series of buttons for the criminal division. That's option 1. The civil, which is small claims, custody, divorces, domestic matters, that is option 2, and so forth. So call us first, because there's a lot of ways we might be able to assist you. Again, we can give you your court date if you can't find it online, or you don't have an attorney, or you didn't get a letter, you just want to make sure before you come. There are some things online we can refer you to. There is now a divorce packet that's online that our civil department can refer you to if you're looking to do that without an attorney. The Administrative Office of Courts, which is the agency that runs the judicial branch, is also in the process of putting some additional tools online to help people with filling out forms, which they can already get online, or they can come and get from our office. And certain types of matters, we have certain forms like small claims, estates, and some other things. This has not gone online yet. We're expecting it sometime in August. It could be delayed, but again, if you call our office, we're happy to give you that information or the status at the time, and hopefully that will help the public to be able to handle some more things without actually coming in the building. So again, don't hesitate. Our staff is there to assist you. But if you do come in the courthouse, please wear a mask, keep a distance, don't bring any extra friends with you or family that are not needed to transact whatever business that you have. I do also want to talk about our estates division. We have been very busy serving those who have lost loved ones during this year, but we're doing it in different ways. We're not making a lot of appointments far out and having people come behind our counter, just to reduce the risk to the public and to ourselves. Every now and then we have to meet with people, and we have some conference rooms, and we have sneeze guards in there, and we still wear a mask. But because those rooms are also used for hearings, they may not be available when you come in. So we're trying to assist people at the counter, where we also have sneeze guards. If you need to sign something, file a document, or we need to give it to you for you to fill out, we're here to help you. But we ask that you may try calling us first, because there's a lot of things that we can do over the phone. We can take information over the phone and give you some information or some direction. We can tell you how to get forms offline. We can email you forms. I did that just today. just so that you can avoid coming in. I've helped some estate families since March, and I haven't had the pleasure of meeting them in person because we've been able to handle things on the phone, by email, and by mail. And so we're just trying to protect you all, the public, as well as our staff. But if you do need to come in, we are also able to help you. Try to avoid the lunch hours because we have half the people at lunch, half the people trying to assist the public. And again, call first, and it might be that we can give you a better time to come in, or we can help you so that you avoid a trip into the courthouse. And the estate division direct number is 252-695-7111, and that's also on your screen. Or you can call the main number and press option 3 for the estate special proceedings division. But we are still holding hearings as your clerk of court. I'm the ex officio judge of probate, and we have continued to hold necessary estate hearings, guardianship incompetencies. Some federal rules have lifted, so we're now able and required to move forward with foreclosure matters. These are matters that are hearings before the clerk and normally held on our second floor in our conference room. So those type of things are going forward. So again, call us. If you do come in, make sure you have official business and wear your mask. The last thing I would like to talk about is scams. Unfortunately, people calling and scamming other people is something has happened for years, but it seems like we have even more in this pandemic. We have had jury scams where people have been called and told that they missed jury duty. Sometimes the name of actual court officials have been used in those telephone calls, and these scammers typically keep people on the phone. They scare them. They make it like you're getting ready to be arrested if you don't go buy some gift cards and give them the number of the gift cards over the phone, and then they tell the person to send those cards to the clerk's office, and they give sometimes fake addresses, but we've sometimes gotten those gift cards from people, and we turn them over to the sheriff's department for investigation. So if somebody calls you and tells you you've missed jury duty, question that. I would rather that you hang up and call the clerk's office and ask to speak with a jury clerk, then continue to talk with that person, okay? Or call the sheriff's department if they say there's a warrant for your arrest. Because I can assure you, if you missed jury duty in the past, or when we're able to start back with jury trials safely, and you miss jury duty, we are not going to call you on the telephone and tell you that you have to pay money to avoid being arrested and ask that you get gift cards and give us the number to those gift cards. So please know that that is a scam and hang up. In fact, just today before I taped this episode, I had a scam call about my Social Security number. My cell phone rang, and it was a recorded message saying that my Social Security number was about to be canceled or discontinued use, and I needed to call a number immediately. Well, this, ladies and gentlemen, is a scam as well. Social Security is not going to call and tell you that you have to call back a number, or your Social Security number is going to be canceled. I doubt they even have my cell phone number. But they want you to call the number back, and they're going to ask you for a lot of private information, including your Social Security number, and then they're able to get your ID, open accounts and things using that information. So I did not call that number. I wrote it down and shared it with Sheriff Dance, so their office can do what an investigation is they're able to do. A lot of times these numbers are not able to be traced, but they do keep up and try their best, and also try to just let the public know when we have information on a scam. So people calling you on the phone and telling you bad things, and then telling you need to give private information or send them money or buy gift cards, that is a scam. So please, please beware. Share that with your friends and family. And if you have any questions about a scam that's talking about the court system, I would rather that you call us and save your money and not get scammed. So please beware. It seems to be more prevalent now with the pandemic and more people are at home. So this is Sara Beth Fulford-Rhodes, your elected clerk of Superior Court. I hope this time has been helpful. Please continue to stay safe, wear your mask, wash your hands, stay 6 feet apart. If you come to the courthouse, bring a mask, but before you come, try to call our office, the clerk's office, to see if we can help you. If for any reason you do have a court date or something you're supposed to attend, and you do believe you've been exposed or you've tested positive for COVID, or you have some symptoms, let your attorney know if you have an attorney. If you don't, call our office, speak with the appropriate division, let our staff know what's going on. We will have to tell a judge. We can't tell you what to do, but we're trying to avoid people with symptoms and exposure coming into the courthouse. The judge may want to see proof, like a doctor's note, and may then agree to continue your case. But if something like that is going on and you have a mandatory criminal or civil matter and don't have an attorney, again, we may require proof, but we'd rather you not come in. So stay safe, come see us only if necessary, wear your mask, call us, and again, I hope you're safe. This is Sara Beth Fulford-Rhodes, your elected clerk of Court of Superior Court of Pitt County. Thank you.